Hi there and welcome once again. I hope you're having a wonderful week. This is Jennifer McGuire. So I have another Gatefold card design for you today. This one, however, has a fun interlocking feature that makes them very unique. What's really special about them is just looking at the card, it looks like a simple gatefold design. But as you open it, you'll notice that the elements on the front interlock together. There are many ways to do this, and I have several examples for you today in hopes that one of them will inspire you to try it with a product that you may have. I will be showing several different size cards and different orientations, so you know what measurements would be needed for each. Let's go ahead with the first example. This is a square card. Now I thought it'd be best if I show you the card in action just so you can kind of see where we're headed. So you can see how that frame and the circle focal point interlock as you close the card. This makes for a unique gatefold design. This particular card is 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches. To create this, you need two pieces of cardstock that are 5.5 inches by 8.25 inches. And we're going to score each of them at 5.5 inches. After we've scored these, we can go ahead and fold along those score lines. This will, as I mentioned, end up to be a large square card. If you're looking for different size cards, stay tuned because I will offer different options throughout this video. You can see how these two pieces will fit together to create a square gatefold design. I'm not going to glue these together just yet, but I will put tape on them just to hold them in place. I could glue them right from the beginning, but to be honest, I wasn't sure if I'd want to change anything, so I thought it was best to leave it as is. I'm using some temporary tape and a little bit of adhesive to keep them closed. I can later erase the adhesive so I don't have to worry about it leaving a mark. I like to use Altenew adhesive for this. You just need a little bit and it will rub away. If you use more and leave it, it will hold tight. Now for the background on this card, I'm using the Altenew Leaf Clusters stamp set. This is a new one that has won my heart. It'll be a favorite from this year because I think it's perfect for techniques and for backgrounds. Here's the little idea brochure that comes with the stamp set so you can see some of the ideas that they include. I'm just going to stamp these repeatedly on the front of our gatefold card with my MISTI stamping tool. You can definitely use an acrylic block for this, but I thought I would save time by using a stamping tool because I can stamp more than one image at a time. So I start in one corner and work my way across to the other corner, putting the images as close together as possible. Since this is the first time I've used these stamps, I like to prepare them for inking. The way that I've found recently is the best way to do this is to use a dry cloth. I'll link to the microfiber cloth that I use below. It's a great way to prep those stamps, and you'll see the surface of the stamp get a little bit cloudy, which means it's ready. So I've inked it up with Altenew Morning Frost ink, which is a nice light gray ink. And I'm going to stamp those images to cover the entire background. Along with that color of ink, I'll be using these color families from Altenew, and I'll actually use those same colors throughout the video. I like that Altenew has colors that come in light, medium, dark, and extra dark. You can buy them as cubes or as regular ink pads. It takes the guesswork out of knowing what colors go together. I'll be using some of these colors along with the Altenew Welcome Home stamp set for this first card. This is a building stamp set where you stamp those three images together to build what looks like a pattern paper in a circular form. And again, this large stamp set comes with the idea brochure so you can see how to layer the images together and also some card ideas included inside. I thought that cluster of flowers in a circle shape would be great in the center of the frame on our interlocking card. So I have white cardstock here in my MISTI stamping tool, and I'm starting with one of the circle images. I'm going to prepare